Well, hey, welcome. So it's that time. Find that spot. Congratulations. Yay. For being here. Give yourself a pat on the back. So congratulations for being here and making that time for yourself. Find that candle. Be reminded on why it's important to light the candle. This candle connects us emotionally, physically. We're able to watch those flames and let our mind drift off and connect back to that ancestral frequency. There's no coincidence that you're here. There's no coincidence that you found this place. You found your tribe. So once again, congratulations. I'll get better. But I encourage y'all, welcome to this Oracle meditation. So find that place, that spot, light that candle. So is it just me who gets excited when you see the moon in the sky during the day? Or does everybody look for it? I feel like she's looking straight at me and telling me, what a good job you're doing. Every single time. So I hope that you also use your imagination, that you also hear those beautiful positive thoughts. Did you work on your thoughts yesterday? Did you take time to figure out what you're thinking? Or did you just get caught up in the mindlessness of everyday tasks? Did you complete anything? Tell me, I want to know. But welcome. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking and listening. Thank you for practicing your medicine. The best thing you can do in the world is to discover and to share your uniqueness. So please continue to like, subscribe, and strengthen that message of connection. Strengthen our tribe. So start clearing your thoughts. Let's get connected back to breath. And here in this Oracle meditation, we work on our imagination because we know if you don't use it, you will lose it. So let's imagine that floating in the air are the blessings we're asking for, the medicine we need to heal our bodies, and the magic to co-create the world. All we have to do is exhale to make room. So do that with me. Inhale the blessings, the medicine, and the magic. And exhale to make room. Really working on that breath. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. By doing that breath work, that style of breathing, you are stimulating the brain. You are relaxing the body. You are consciously breathing. Your brain will automatically look for the nearest similar thing. And the nearest way to breathe would have been at infancy. So get back to that infant style breathing. And let's get to this reading. So welcome to all of you that have come. Here in the Oracle meditation, we use 8 different Oracle cards. We connect back to the moon frequency, to the moon phase. The moon phase tells us which frequency to work with, which chakra to work with. The position of the moon tells us which zodiac it's in, which then tells us the zone of the body. So we are sitting in the 6th phase of the moon, the waning Gibson moon, time of gratitude, time of the harvest, to see our progress. Right now we are in the 6th phase that tells us we are in the 6th chakra, working on the throat, working on listening, speaking clearly, asking ourselves those Existential questions. I read that in the kids' book yesterday. Oh my God, I almost cracked up laughing. This little kid's book was asking existential questions. But what did come up during the waxing moon, which is all about those refining ideas? Now we sit in gratitude for the harvest. Not looking so far in the past, but just looking over our shoulder. Do you understand? Are you getting that part of it? Know that you aren't just walking every day mindlessly. We are interacting with the world. And along the way, along the journey that we're taking, we get signs and symbols and synchronicities. We find keys that unlock doors to tools, to opportunities. We are walking a red road that lead to the sacred mountains. And the sacred mountains have an unobstructed view when you get to the top. So you can see your next adventure. So that's where we're headed. And we are a little halfway through it. Sitting in the waning moon, it's again all about gratitude, all about seeing that progress. And the direction that Great Spirit would like us to go would be in the South Shield. This is the time to discover and to work with that inner child once again. We're always seem to be working and protecting that inner child. The South Shield is also about shedding your skin, about being connected to that serpent that coils and wraps its light around us. Yesterday we were asked to shine bright in that radiant light. Asked to see the beauty way. That's what the South Shield tells us. To discover that innocence, to keep hold of it. To stay with that idea of innocence that we have discovered that child. Right now we are sitting in the waning moon, asking ourselves that what came up in the waxing moon, because it is the mirror image. So we are not just mindlessly walking, but we are engaging, watching the signs, knowing that we are the protector of that inner child. Next, we get the great smoking mirrors. The great smoking mirrors is like that Alice in Wonderland, stepping through the looking glass. It's an aspect that has not yet happened. It's the mystery on how all things come together and how at the same time they can fall apart. The smoking mirrors appears when we are being invited to look beyond our own self. Acknowledge the past as innocent children. Understanding that all the different parts of ourselves. Smoke and mirrors is showing us things that you don't want to see the result of continuing. To motivate you into another direction. But if you stay on the trajectory, that can come to pass. Just like Alice stepped through the looking glass and didn't like it, and worked very hard to get back. You have that option. The world will hold us accountable for what we see and what we create. Can you see through the eyes of the truth and still have the faith? Interesting. Very deep message. Along the way as we walk, remembering that innocence, remembering that inner child, we get to ask that question of the smoke and mirrors and see, what are we creating? Next, as we walk along the journey, we get the Black Panther. The Black Panther is symbolizing or embracing that unknown. We are sitting at another crossroads. asking us which direction we want to go, reminding us of that innocence, that curiosity, that inner child, seeing that potential future that has not yet happened, and asking us to step into the unknown. The Black Panther is telling us not to worry about the future, but trust that you are not supposed to figure it out, but trust your gut. Trust that innocence. Asking yourself those questions. Seeing that potential future with your decisions that you're making right now. Next, our ancestor who walks with us, who walked with us and walked the journey before us, tells us to believe and you will receive. See through those smoke and mirrors. What could your future hold? Does it look grim, full of shadows? Embrace that unknown and let go of the fear that appears as obstacles and barriers. Believe in yourself. Embrace the unknown and flow with the mystery of the energy that's unfolding in your life. Is it appearing and is it going in the direction that feels right? If not, let's start over. Let's return back to that innocence and focus on that inner child. It's our job to discern this message. It's not that simple to practice what we preach, but we are asked to sit in the South Shield, time of innocence, time of coiling up like a snake, and protecting that innocent child, seeing that potential future. Is it good? Is it bad? How does it make you feel? Black Panther stepping up to tell us to embrace the unknown, to simply be, and to let go of that fear that appears as an obstacle or a barrier. Our ancestor who walked the same earth as us, here to deliver the message to believe and you will receive, to simply return to innocence. Damn. And the ancient stone people tell us to work on those relationships, to express ourselves and don't be stagnant. We get the volcano, that card that continues to follow me. Interesting. Seems like if you ever look at this card, it seems like the volcano is pointing up. Never really, which sounds funny, but there's lightning bolts. There's angels that are supporting this, and it almost looks like an arrow going up. Never noticed it before. Again, use those simple eyes through the innocent eyes of that inner child. Step through that looking glass. Push through the smoke in the mirror of fear. Embrace the unknown. See how far you've come. Believe and you will receive that whatever you want. Return back to that innocent wish list. Be the volcano. Be that expression. Stop pushing and start thriving. That is what your intuition is telling us. Stop pushing. Start thriving. Be reminded that our roots are grounded in faith, cloaked in protection. Once again, as children, we need to be reminded that we are safe and protected. As adults, we understand that we are safe and protected by the angels that walk among us. The worst is behind you. And that is what we are asking you to let go. You're ready to move beyond the challenges. beyond that what you're facing. Know that it's happening because you are safe. Let go of the old and stop waiting for history to repeat itself. You're in a new time. You're a new person. You found a tribe that won't abandon you. You called us in. You create your own story. So it's time for you to start living your story. If you feel like you're stepping into that unknown, good. Walk that invisible bridge and know that your angels holding your hand, leading you on. No need to fear. Your imagination is here. And through imagination, we create those roots. That's why it's so important that we started with finding that innocent child. That we look through that smoke and mirrors. We look through that so-called illusion and bravely walk and accept that unknown. Because we believe that we will receive what we're asking for. Return back to that innocent mindset. Be that mountain to express yourself. Call in those beautiful relationships. Stop pushing. Start thriving. Be reminded once again that we are grounded in faith and cloaked in protection. What a cool message. I like that. So let's go further. Let's go deeper into the dark. And it starts with a body scan. A body scan is where we imagine a hoop that is connected to our breath. Inhale, let it go higher. Oh, as high as you can go. Imagine that hoop going as high as you can go. Exhale, let it sink down gently, a little quickly, leaving a bubble in its wake. That bubble's your transportation. That hoop, slow it down. I guess your forehead closes your eyes. The weight of it releasing your tongue, your throat, your neck, your shoulders. Inhale, let it go all the way back up. Imagine. Exhale, let it sink ever so gently, maybe just a quick faster. Work on that bubble. Inhale. Exhale. Sink into the darkness. This will be a great time for you to lean back. Sink. Let that vibration get louder, calling you. Sink. Sink. When you've reached the end, simply close off your hoop, tie it off like a balloon, and create a root. Long root, like a plant. Connect it back to Mother Earth. Feel that connection happening. Your mind will remember. There we go. Feel that connection. Good job. Now simply lay back in a bubble connected to your mother. Once again, your mind will remember this feeling and strengthen that connection, that sense of protection. This is how we return back to that innocent mind, to that innocent time. This is how we stop pushing and we create that foundation to thrive in. Move back into that oneness. into that love that you've been working on. You are a divine universe. We are children of the divine universe. Open up to that, to more. Step into more of that idea of exploring life. Sink. Feel that love magically aligning you. And all you have to do is lay here and sink. Don't worry. If you're having trouble finding that innocence daily, when was the last time you chewed gum or blew a bubble or sang or danced in the rain and ran out there to feel those droplets hit you? When was the last time you did that? Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to walk through that smoke and mirror and enter into your silly. It's okay to have a child like mine wrapped up in an adult body. We're learning to balance those two relationships, to express ourselves and not be stagnant. Being an adult is a gift. We have experience, we have knowledge, and yet we can still be that child, have that childlike curiosity. So come on, let's go deeper. Let's find that fire that pushes us through to the next. Let's look for that sound that's going to pick us up and move us to that next dimension. Use your ears. Find it. Do you hear it? Come. The wind is blowing, creating a huge bonfire. Behind the fire, water. Blowing as hard and away from us. Grab a blanket. Sit down closer to the fire. There are rocks all around us. Use your imagination. What does that rock feel like? Which one did you pick? Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it too close to the fire? Perfect. You can still see the sun setting. You can still see the ambiance of the lake. We're in a cove and the sun is setting. We're facing the south. So on one end you see the sunset and on the other the moon rising. Find that spot where you feel most comfortable and let's do a session of EFT. EFT is that emotional freedom technique that frees our body from, decides on what it releases, because our mind cannot. So come, find that area on your hand where you would do a karate chop and tap, tap. Switch hands and tap. This is how we wake up that emotional body, to wake up that imagination. Move to that area on your forehead, that third eye, and tap, tap. I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams and wishes. Slide to your temples and tap. I will do a better job of asking myself, what do I want? Move to under your eyes and tap. My thoughts create my reality. Move to under your nose and tap. My thoughts create my reality. as the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. Slide down your throat. Slide down to your chin, under your lip, and tap. I use this power to create harmonious relationships between all of my levels that I am discovering. Slide down your throat to your clavicles and tap. I imagine the life I would like to have. Slide it under your arm like you're giving yourself half a hug and tap. I encourage my thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. Switch sides and tap. In the quietness of meditation, I see and hear my truth. Tap the top of your head and exhale. By doing that sequence, that is your Control-Alt-Delete. That is you releasing yourself of a program that holds you back, that no longer serves you, and inserting one that does, that suits you, that encourages you, and replaces those thoughts with imagination. Take a break. Take a break from what you're doing every single day. Try something new. Maybe take a day off of work. Maybe just a pause or a longer break. Go for a walk. Close your laptop. Take some breaths. Know the world will not come to an end if you take a break. When you're in that pushing mode, you often can't see any other possibilities because you're caught up in that busyness of it all. Let this be a reminder to break that circuit by taking some space to breathe, to slow down. You don't need to move at the same pace for the rest of the world is moving at to be successful. In fact, finding your own pace is the most powerful way to work. Slow and steady wins the race is what Aesop says. But always allow yourself to switch into your flow. Into that flow in which is serving your highest and greatest good. Take a break. Incorporate that clear mindset. Listen to what we're saying. Rebuild. Act with purpose. Don't react. Know that you are an innocent child wrapped up in an adult body. Look through that smoking mirror. What do you want that future to look like? Step into that unknown. Let go of the fear that appears as an obstacle or a barrier. Because what you believe, you will receive. Mark my word. Return back to the innocence. Be that volcano and express yourself. Don't be stagnant. Don't let that adult mind, that adult body smother that innocent child. Stop pushing. Start thriving. We have our roots grounded and founded in faith, cloaked in protection. You are safe. You are safe to take a break. You are safe to take a break because you are protected by our angels. So if you're ready, let's make our way back. Oh shit. All right, just a bit quicker. Move. Jump into that unknown. Move. Good job. Welcome back. So thank you for being here. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for liking and listening and sharing our message of connection and strengthening our tribe. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and open your eyes. Open your eyes to the new you. Let go of that fear. It will appear as an obstacle or a barrier. Clear that mind. Work on that better story, because what you believe, you will receive. You're a blessing in this world, so share your message, share your medicine, and share your uniqueness. And I offer you more blessings to you, to me, and to all who listen.